Hello everybody and welcome here to Auto Challenge episode 6. We are back finally after not making videos for once. Our last one was the New Year special, which we made on New Year's Day, so that was our last one. And now we are back here to potentially finish out the season that we never finished from the end of 2013. When we left off, the Blader of Summer had 4 wins, and there was required 6 wins. 5 wins.
So, I won't get that today.
So if he wins this, then it's over. And because we had one tie in episode 2.
Right. So count me, we're winning now.
And this one here says who will be the winner of Auto Challenge episode 6. And as you can see, as we go down the page, look at the cars that we have lined up for today. 2 amazing cars here. The McLaren P1, the 903 horsepower hybrid supercar, and the Hennessy Venom, made in America, and that is now the world's fastest car with 270 miles an hour.
Same.
And now we are going to begin, not with the competition of these cars like we do, but we're going to go into let's talk about what cars we've seen interesting. And we'll have the Blader of Summer beginning with the 2014 Porsche Panamera.
Panamera 4. But that's the cool thing about these Porsche Panameras. It's like
One thing while the picture's loading, sorry to interrupt, but we are using Chromecast this time to show you the pictures so we can talk about more cars instead of having to have them in Hot Wheels to talk about them.
You can actually see what the car looks like, a nice good picture of it. That's a real beauty. Now the thing about the Porsche Panamera, Porsche has really been known for cars. They were rear-wheel drive, and they had the engines in the back. Where this one had the engines in the front.
So it's
a
different from the
rear-wheel drive. Okay, and the thing about this one, which is really, really cool, is that it's a luxury car. That's the real cool thing about this. Where the little speedsters that Porsche made and is known for and loved for.
911.
The 911, the Carreras, either 918,
The 918 Spider, which you'll be seeing coming up in the next season.
But this is considered like actually the cleanest of the, of like the hybrids and whatnot, and actually of the production cars. But because the 918 doesn't classify as a production car because they're only making 918 of them. So this is their full production car, and the thing with the Porsche, with the Panamera, is that it is actually a full luxury car. So if you want to have all the interior, the luxury, there's the back seat, things of that nature, where you can, there's not a back seat in like the 911s and things like that. You can take your family, or you can take, business associates and things like that. Go on out, but you're going to go in a Porsche, and the thing can go 167 miles an hour. Now that is sweet. You're going to go in there. It would not only will it be cool, and it'll be a statement maker, it'll also be fast, handle like a dream, and it'll be a Porsche, which is probably the thing that makes it the coolest part. That's just the thing about it. People know, Bentley, yeah, they're nice. Rolls-Royce, yeah, they're luxury cars. They're real estate. So this is luxury like them, but unlike them, this is a Porsche. This car is fast. This car has the lineage. Okay? This is the thing that makes it a rise above. It's the cream of the cream when it comes to a luxury type car. Because it's going to be all the fun of driving a 911. All the coolness of driving a 911. All that fun stuff that's all known for. But you are in luxury. So after a hard day of work with your doctor or lawyer or anything else, where you can have a hard day where you're going to out there and you're going to earn the money to buy one of these things, that you're going to sit back and enjoy that real luxury. And yeah, you're not going to mind going into one of those exit ramps on the highway at about 90 miles an hour and know that you're going to sit in tight and not have a lick of problem. They also have the thing with the Panamera, being that it's a full luxury car. It's kind of, a lot of folks think it looks like a stretch 911.
It does a bit, yeah. You can see
it kind of has that kind of thing. It kind of has. So that's the cool part about that, You can kind of do those kind of things like that, and all the different different kind of amenities that you'd expect. It has the adjustable rear spoiler and things like that, so when you're up on the highway, it's going to hold that back end down. The thing pumps out, especially if you get the turbo, it can pump out about 550 horsepower. Nothing wrong with that. You get the 7-speed dual clutch transmission, which is nice. You know, you got all that good stuff. And then you also have the Panamera Turbo is the most powerful mass production Porsche currently on sale. Okay, is as much power. The 918 Spyder Hybrid supercar only has more power. It's the only one. So of all those different, so all the things that Porsche line comes out, it's the most powerful and the most luxurious.
So it's more powerful than the 911.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not as powerful as the 918.
Right.
The 918, which will be
But it said the 918 is not a production car.
Right. That one will be also talked about today with the McLaren P1, as they all release at the same time, along with the LaFerrari. All part of that. Let's make a cool hybrid supercar as the future of driving.
So the big thing with this one here is being that it is a very, very nice luxury car. It can do the quarter mile in 11 seconds and hit 127 miles an hour.
Not slow.
That's not bad at all. And if you're looking to get on the highway, so you can be in the car and you could be driving off somewhere, and you can get to the highway speeds of 60 miles an hour. It'll take you 3 seconds. That's not bad. If you want to break the speed limit and hit 100 miles an hour, it's going to take you with a slim 7 seconds.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
So, not bad for a car that's pretty much just putting you in the lap of luxury. So, kind of like, if you're in the mood, you want a car that's going to go on out, and it's actually something that's going to be under $100,000. So for
that is also a hybrid.
It does come in.
That picture right there is a hybrid version, and one thing that you can tell is the brakes on some hybrid cars, and actually Porsche hybrids. You can see the green brakes. That's the same on the Porsche 918.
Right. So the hybrid has 380 horsepower, which isn't too shabby. So the hybrid can get up to 167 miles an hour. Not bad for a little, for a car that's actually one of the cleanest. Only pumping out 159 grams of carbon dioxide. So that's not bad. So it's the cleanest car in the Porsche model range, which is very nice. It's saying a lot. So with that, I can turn it over to you.
Right. Now, before we continue, as you've heard in this episode a lot, we've mentioned the Porsche 918, and here is a picture of it. It's the 918 Spyder, and this one here is a hybrid car, as like I said, you'll be seeing it coming up in the next season as one of the challenge cars. Right, but now to move on, we have a Koenigsegg, which is made in Sweden. Now, I'm going to be talking about the, how do you say that? A-G-E-R-A. A-G-E-R-A. What is that?
A-G-E-R-A?
Yeah.
Agera?
Yeah, something like that. It's the Koenigsegg Agera. Now, listen, here is the Koenigsegg Agera 1, which is not slow at all. And we have a picture of it coming up on the screen in a second. And now the thing that makes this car here special is look at the doors. That is cool. And actually, as you see by that man that is talking over here, right next to him is this box, and that actually goes on the roof of the car, and it's like a roof box on a supercar. And recently, Koenigsegg has announced that they're making an even more powerful version of this car, which will have the most horsepower of a car ever. And to show you the picture of it, I will now cast the tab with the Chromecast onto the TV. Right, here it is. This is the Koenigsegg Agera 1.1. And this car here is a faster version of the hypercar they have in there. So this here is almost like a hypercar. And this one here, it's not only the most powerful Koenigsegg, but it's also one of the fastest cars ever built.
Number 2.
They actually haven't tested its top speed yet, but its top speed is supposed to be 273 miles an hour, which is 3 miles an hour faster than the Hennessy Venom, which you'll see coming up in this, but they haven't tested it out, which will make it faster. Also of the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport, which Super Sports, actually, that's what it's technically called. The Bugatti Veyron Super Sports, which can go 269, and the Hennessy Venom, which has the thing now of 270. And this one here has 1,340 horsepower, and its same weight is 1,340 kilograms, so it's 1 horsepower for every kilogram, which is pretty amazing. And they're also making one that has less power, which is 1,115 horsepower. And it has the same downforce as the McLaren P1, which you'll see coming up in this. So this car here really sort of ties in to both of the cars that we have in our challenge, because this one here has 600 kilograms of downforce, which is the same amount as the McLaren P1. And it's going to be officially unveiled at the Geneva Motor Show next week, which is in Italy. Unless it's already going on. Yeah, so it's already basically going on. Why did I say next week? Well, it says it right here. I just was reading what it said. So it's not next week, but it's sort of already happening. But anyways, it's a crazy car. And they're only making 6 of them, and they're already been pre-sold along with the McLaren P1 and the LaFerrari. So the only really fast cars that are left to buy is the Porsche 918 Spyder or the Hennessy Venom GT, which are coming out soon also. So this here is really a cool car to just look at it, and you see, like, by the front lights how it's got, like, right there, crazy aerodynamic things, front thing, the spoiler comes out the back, carbon fiber. It's just a crazy car. And that is the end of our car informational news excitement section, as now becomes the real challenge which everybody's been waiting for, hopefully. And we are about to begin. And we will begin with the Blitter of Summer telling you about the world's fastest car, which is made in America.
In Sealy, Texas.
So it is Texas, that's what I thought. And
to be exact.
And here it is, the Hennessy Venom. And right there you can see the driver of it is holding the American flag.
Alright. Well, you know, we're taking a look at this car. You kind of had the body actually kind of, you know, takes from the Lotus Exige.
Yeah, they took the car
and then they modified the living daylights out of it.
And now they make it as a production car, and that's how it has the record, because to get the world's fastest record in the Guinness Book of World Fastest Car, it has to be a production car.
Right, so they get into production, and they're going to make 10.
It's funny that they consider a production car 10.
So, and if you want to get one that's got 1,200 horsepower, it will cost you $1 million.
Right, that's along with what I was saying, that if you want to get a fast car, you got to buy it quick, along with the Koenigsegg and the McLaren P1 and the LaFerrari.
Well, all of those,
the Porsche
you know,
918,
but okay,
they're all sold out.
They're all sold out. However,
so they're selling
now
quick.
The thing with this one here, this is what's gonna put the Hennessy way above all of those other cars is just the cool factor. Okay, it's a cool car. It's got that good look about it. Okay, the fact that, you know, it has that cool supercar styling.
It looks, it's
with
very long.
With a name like Hennessy, Hennessy is well known for that, even though they're not connected, the Hennessy Cognac, which is kind of a cool thing. You know, it's a real high-end, you know, flavorful cognac, a nice drink to have, and so it has that real swagger about it. Okay, So it has that fact that the other ones do
You
not
should
have.
see him. He's just chilling over here. He's got his feet out.
Yeah,
Just
and then here's the
holding his
other
phone.
factor is that this is the car chosen by Steven Tyler. For anybody who's of Aerosmith fame,
Yeah, I was
he's
gonna say
the coolest of all rock and roll frontmen in U.S. rock history is Steven Tyler.
Yeah, I was gonna
He's
say
doing
he
this
owns
thing
one.
there on the Idol and all that good stuff.
He was on Top Gear and they had a picture of him with it.
So you don't get anything which, you know, it can. He's like the embodiment of cool. So we're talking about, we have cool, you know, we have classy with the Hennessy Cognac, that kind of connection. Steven Tyler chose this one, you know. So so if you want to be cool, I mean, you can get some of the other ones. I mean, you can go in there and you can get the Koenigsegg and you can get the Lotus, you can get the McLaren, but does it have the swagger? No. Does it have the cool? No. It doesn't have the swagger. It doesn't have the cool. And there's one thing special about the Venom GT. If it comes back up again, it's stuck here with the chrome casting thing. Oh, see, you have Steven Tyler in there. I mean, look, it's like, would you not want to be cool, have a cool car like that, cool car? Now that's it. And then the thing with that last picture, which makes it even more important, which makes it even more cooler, is that it's made in America. So anybody who has the slightest bit of American pride, that really would think that made in America means something. That being if you say that something is better.
I know
than
where you're
American.
going with this.
So, it's cool. Ultimately cool. And it's also ultimately American. So, you can say anything you want.
I knew you were gonna say it's the fastest car in the world and it's American.
Right. The fastest, the coolest, it's American. Enough said. Anything else? Okay, you can't. You just give up now, because can you beat those things? Can you beat those things?
Partially.
But you can't beat them. It's not American made, and it's certainly not. You know, look at the cool. I mean, it's like just cool, cool, cool. Rock and roll, American. You know.
Right.
So, try your best, but
I'm gonna lose this time. I can't. Because of how annoying you are.
yes, I am.
Right, this here is my favorite supercar, the McLaren P1. 903 horsepower, and is a hybrid.
Okay, not
And
1200, not cool, not American.
It is cool, look at it!
Not as cool.
It looks cooler than the
Did
Venom.
Steve Tyler pick that car? Did the coolest American rock and roll frontman pick that car? No.
He would have if
there was no Hennessy.
If the car had came out, but the Hennessy Venom that he had isn't the fastest.
But it's certainly cool, isn't it? And it certainly is American.
Anyways, this here is... Stop just smiling like that. Now, this one here comes from...
That's the smile of victory.
Stop. This here is the McLaren P1, like I already said. But as you can actually see in the headlights, it has the McLaren logo, which is cool. But it looks cool in orange and blue, and its spoiler pops up, which makes it cool. And it also comes from... It's basically the next... What are they called? The car that comes after. What would that be called? The predecessor, whatever, something like that?
Generation? Next generation?
The predecessor of it, though.
The one that's the comes before.
No, what's the one that comes after then?
I don't know. Not sure what you're looking for.
Okay. Well, here is the McLaren P1 and its predecessor then, which it comes from.
Before it.
Yeah. So the car that comes before it. And this here's actually a cool picture because it sort of shows them together. So if you see on the right side, that is the McLaren F1, which at its time in 1993 set the speed record at 241 miles an hour at that time. And it stood actually until 2005 when the Bugatti Veyron beat it. But this here was one of the world's fastest cars and still is. And as you see on the other side, it's the McLaren P1. What makes the F1 special is that it has 3 seats. The P1 only has 2, but what makes that one special is that it's a hybrid. And it actually doesn't go as fast as the F1, but what's cool is that it comes after. I think that they both, in this picture, they look cool together. Now, another picture of the P1 here shows you what sort of like a diagram of it would look like, which is very interesting. Actually, interesting enough that I have a picture of in the YouTube studio. Right, as you can see in the picture, it has a fancy little battery pack and the engine right there together. So that's all the batteries, and they're just sitting there. But somehow this car is very, very light. And it has an electric motor in green. So everything in green is the hybrid part. Everything in gray is what a normal car would have. So everything that is green is the hybrid part of it. The battery, electric part. And then it's got this fancy little shifting gearbox thingy. And as you can see, it all basically happens more towards the back of it. And the front is where you drive. Now this car here, just look at that for a second and tell me how cool does that look. How interesting is that?
Yeah, sure. Not bad for something from Europe. It's not American.
Whatever. Okay. So this one here is the fastest of the 3 hybrid cars that came out. It's faster than the LaFerrari. And it is faster than the Porsche 918. And so it has, like I said, 903 horsepower. And it weighs 1,395 kilograms. So that means that its power to weight ratio is 647 for its horsepower to its weight. So that's more than a Bugatti. But also Bugatti has more horsepower. Bugatti has 1,000 horsepower. This one here can go at a top speed. Oh no, actually, it is limited to 217 miles an hour, which would make it slower than the F1, like I said. But actually, when it's not limited, it can go 268 miles per hour, which is 1 slower than the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport, which makes it... No, it's actually 1 faster than the Bugatti. So if they had tested its speed before the Venom, it would have been the fastest. But they didn't test its top speed, because it would have been 1 mile an hour faster. And the Venom, as you know, would have gone 2 miles an hour faster. So it's not that much faster for the Venom. If you're on a top speed run, the Venom would go 2 miles an hour faster. So basically, you put it that way, and they are equal. The other one just has more horsepower. And it's made in America. But forgetting about...
It's driven by cool people. It's the it car.
Anyways, this one here is made in Britain. If you guys were wondering what country it was from, that is where it is from. That's what McLaren
I
does.
just heard this recently that the Royals are going broke. So, hey, call.
You're being annoying. You're trying to win.
So you have the only thing that made England cool was the Royals, and they're going broke. So I was like, you know. So what you got? You got a
They had the Olympics in London, which was cool, and they had the fastest car.
You had Olympics in America as at times too. Los Angeles a few times. They've had them in Lake Placid. They've had them in Salt Lake City. They've had them in Atlanta.
Yeah, but they had it there in London. There was a Ferris wheel in the background. And there was a tower with a clock on it. And there was a river that's flooded. That wasn't flooded before.
You got rivers.
Yeah, but we don't have rivers next to it.
Well, they had. Well, we had Los Angeles got lots of rivers, believe it or not,
And they had bikes.
And if you had rivers in like Lake Placid, they would be frozen.
You're getting annoying.
And if they had them in Salt Lake City, they'd be frozen, and they'd have to luge on them.
They don't luge on a lake. They build a course and freeze it.
With water from a river.
Yeah, but they don't
So basically, in essence, you have a frozen river.
But they don't make the course on a river. They're not like, oh, look, let's have a river and freeze it and have people go down it.
Why not?
Because they have technology to build a course and freeze it. If it was like the Olympics in like 1924,
They needed to go on a river.
then you would have gone down a hill. No, actually, I showed earlier Olympics they went on a hill. So they didn't go down a river. You're wrong. Oh. Now, why are we arguing about the Olympics? Anyways, let's get back to the car. It's a cool car.
But America's had more Olympics than England, so
They've had
they're
3.
Cooler. It's a cooler country.
But they've
Yeah,
had
you got to admit, what's cooler, America or England?
America. But this car.
Da-da-da-da. God bless America, land that I love. There you go. Stand beside her and guide
Oh my
her
god.
through the night with the light from above, from the mountain to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
This car's better. I let you sing the whole thing and then had to say that.
Really?
Yeah. But you didn't sing the whole thing.
Why is it? It's
It's a hybrid.
right. Well, it's not as cool.
It is. It looks better. It doesn't look like a long like.
They look basically the
flat-
same. They look basically the same.
They don't look basically the same. This one here
But
has
Hennessy is cool, because it's driven by cool people
the McLaren.
who is, and it's made in the coolest country in the world
Oh my god.
by the coolest people that are Americans. So they think that American. So you're saying American stuff sucks. Go great. Thank you.
I'm not saying
thank
that.
you very much.
You just assumed
Oh, no, you
that
got
I said that. I
You
never said that.
You think that America sucks. Oh, I get it. I know where you're coming from. There you go. You know, that's what you know. What next thing you're gonna know, you're gonna get a poster of Putin in here. The next thing's going on, you know.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
So, what's it gonna be, Putin? Rootin' tootin' Putin. There we go. So
You're really annoying.
why?
Anyways. This
I'm
car.
really annoying when you use the word annoying instead of the word amazing.
Anyways, I think I won this week.
I think not.
I showed a picture of an engine. You showed a picture of a man next to a car.
No, it's not just the man next to a car. I had a picture of a rock star.
He had socks with
They-
sandals.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So you're saying
I don't care if he's in a Hall of Fame.
so you-
He's wearing socks with
Oh,
sandals.
so you're saying that
That wearing socks with sandals isn't cool. Yes, wearing socks with sandals is not cool.
So you think you're going to say that Steven Tyler,
I'm not saying anything
The-
about
the
him. I'm
cool-
saying that he has socks with sandals.
anything that he does is cool.
Really, wearing socks and sandals is cool.
If he does it, sure, because it's Steven Tyler. Aerosmith. So it's like he's like one of the greatest of all time.
Let's bring this picture back up here, and then I'll show you that he has socks with sandals.
So
Socks and sandals aren't cool. You would wear socks and sandals.
oh, he's wearing socks and sandals. Okay, socks and sandals, right? But he's leaning on $1 million car. Okay, and he's got. There's like so. Look at this. This car. That looks really. I mean, you compare those two cars. This car looks much more awesome than the car that orange car that you had there a few minutes ago. Okay. Doesn't matter what he wears for shoes. It's like he's a multi-millionaire driving a multi-millionaire car. You know. He's got super cool. Okay. And you know. And I imagine his socks and sandals are American made as well. He's all for America. American pride. He's like, so. He even had like the feathers and stuff and his pride for the Native Americans. Okay? So he really cares about the indigenous people. So it's that like-mindedness, caring about America, American pride, pride in our Native Americans. Okay? You know, the English don't care.
They just came here and killed them all. And made them move the other way.
So they go there and it's like...
And then they come back and build casinos.
You know, so this is what it is. Caring. It's just about caring. So you're just knocking the fact that... Oh my God. He cares. And he's a cool rock and roller. And he supports American-built cars. It's all about that. All about the red, white, and blue, baby. 13 colonies, 50 states.
What?
13 colonies, 50 states.
Oh my God.
4 years ago. Our fathers brought forth this nation.
Oh my
Look what you got. Look what we get now. Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Alexander
They
Hamilton.
didn't drive a Hennessy Venom. They didn't even know what
drank Hennessy.
They didn't even know what a car was.
But they brought forth the nation that made this car.
Yeah, they definitely brought forth that car.
So you're just slapping George Washington, the father of our nation, right in the face. You are just willing to slap the Constitution, slap that Declaration of Independence we get from United Kingdom, America, Great Britain. Okay, by taking that Great Britain car over the American car. Go ahead, just spit on the Constitution, spit on the Declaration of Independence. The great work of Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, you know, like just James Madison, just like kicking them in the crotch. Just go ahead and do that. Go ahead. You know?
You're annoying.
You know? I mean, you know, go ahead and we're sitting there, you're fighting against...
There was a picture
we're fighting against the British, you know? Francis Scott Key, over there in Baltimore. And there's this big battle going on, and he pens against the battle against the British. He is in there penning our national anthem. Okay, and look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. Was it all for naught? I think that you're trying to say that.
I got a picture of a spoiler. That's not a spoiler, that's just a picture. Give it a second. Look at that. That is cool.
Yeah.
That comes out of the back of the car and adjusts itself, right? Now this thing here is actually very special.
The Venom's got a spoiler in the back too.
No, it doesn't.
It just showed it.
I don't care. You're wrong. Okay, this one here will pop up, and then at a certain speed, it'll start to go back down. And then it'll start, basically the whole time the air is going over it, it's adjusting itself. Raising itself, lowering itself. So once it gets about 124 miles an hour or something like that, it will start to go actually back down. Because if it goes any faster, then it'll start picking the front of the car up. So the thing knows, go down a little bit, start adjusting yourself, and that way it can tell that it has to do something. Which I forgot what I was going to say. It helps slow it down. And it looks cool. Unlike you. What you got to say about that now? Boom.
Okay.
I think I just beat you with a picture of a spoiler.
You think so?
How do you feel now?
Well, this all just brings us back. I mean, you just throw a picture of a spoiler out there, okay? But I'll talk to you about a spoiler. I will talk to you about a spoiler right out of born in Norwich, Connecticut, Mr. Benedict Arnold. He is a spoiler. So let's talk about that for England.
Isn't he the man that like went to England? Isn't he the man that like helped England?
Right, he helped England he tried to like destroy America. So that's spoiler. So that's what that is. This is
What does he have to do with it?
This is spoiler. This is a Benedict Arnold, sir.
Oh.
So you are supporting a traitor. This is from a traitor.
Really? He just made that car.
So that's what spoilers come from. So it's Benedict Arnold. It's just
So it's his fault, basically.
basically. So it's like just try to and it failed. It failed miserably. So this spoiler fails miserably, like Benedict Arnold attempt failed miserably. So there you go.
This car cost you $1,150,000.
Okay, so here it is. You need to spend more money for the second fastest car that's not as cool, driven by a rocker, not made in America. What is that?
Oh, you think
You want to spend more money on a car that's not as cool and it's not American made.
there's one thing that will beat you at all of this, and it's that, not that bridge, or that box. That. See? Speechless.
I'm just waking up now. I'm bored.
Nah, see, he's speechless.
I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a picture of a car you said that it's half the new car and half the old car.
Exactly. How cool is that?
About as cool as a picture of half an old car and half a new car?
So you think you're all cool because you just got a picture of a man next to a a Hennessy? Well, I will show you a picture of a man next to a car. And you will say, wow, you're right, this car is better. Prepare to be amazed.
He's gay.
How do you know? It's a man walking to his car
This
with...
is the thing. Yeah, the website is from Gay Man Weekly.
It isn't!
You know, you had to Google gays and supercars to get that picture.
It's just a man on a trip in a McLaren. And
he's a nerd. See, he's a nerd. He's got like, anybody that wears black, look at those black sneakers, the nerdy black sneakers, and he's got his man bag. Okay?
Because he's on a trip.
He's on a trip. He's a drug addict then. So drug addicts like these.
Oh my gosh, stop talking.
Oh man, so you're supporting the drug trade. So you think it's okay. So drug infiltrating for the children of America.
Oh my gosh.
So that's what you're saying McLaren is supporting? This drug lord? He probably has cocaine in there, heroin, and he's going to drive it really fast to bring it to the children of America? For an overthrow? So that the English are really desperately trying to get America back because they're going broke?
You are so annoying. Stop talking. Just stop talking.
And this moron thinks thinking Yoshi's right across to America. Thinks, oh, if I drive this car really fast, I can get to America.
Stop
Oh,
talking.
it's cool.
Stop talking.
So, I think you just give up now.
It's a man next to a McLaren, and you got a picture of a man next to a Hennessy.
I have.
Just because
a
he's
rock and roll
famous and
Hall
this is a
of
man
Fame.
with a bag does not mean that
I have him with a bag. Oh, I got my bag.
it's a man that's a potentially gay man with sneakers walking towards a car.
A bag full of drugs to give to children. Nice. In hopes to overthrow America. Because they're jealous because of the super American.
And this is a man that has done drugs.
Hmm?
Didn't he do drugs, this guy?
But what happened is, he's rehabbed. He's come back. He's changed.
He's done drugs.
He's made a comeback. Now he's on a TV show. He's actually a model citizen. Supporting American people, making the best of themselves.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Stop talking.
Actually, people who are going to come on their show have hopes of following the American dream.
Is that the show with the
He's
fat
the
people
provider.
singing?
He's the provider of the American dream.
Is that the show with the fat people singing?
It's got all different people. He just goes to all kinds of people.
Oh.
And he doesn't discriminate against anybody. They can be black, they can be white, they can be Native American, they can be no matter what. They can be anything. They can be fat, they can be skinny. It doesn't matter. They're just going after the American dream, and he's helping them meet what all Americans strive for. He's helping that. He's the model of it. This is America. This is what America is.
Oh my gosh, stop talking.
So what? So you're just saying? So you're basically just saying America's just bad.
No, I never said that.
That's what you're saying by just by shooting this down. You're shooting down the American dream, the hopes and dreams of all Americans, so that they can be the top of their game. That freedom. You're believing in socialism. You're not believing that there's freedom.
Oh my God.
Chasing dreams that you have that freedom to do what you want to do. No, just be social. Just kind of follow along and just be a drone for the government. Nice. There you go. And then you can be a gay man with a bag going to deliver drugs to children in America. That what you want?
What are you talking about? Yeah, you can do what you want in England.
Really?
Yeah. You can build that car.
But it's a socialist state. It's all run by the government, and they're looking to they'd love to have America back.
America's run by the government too. We don't all just go running
We
around.
do have the American dream, the essence of the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of these United States.
You're talking about running by socialism. Obama's running the country.
He's sure hoping. But it's hard-working Americans, Hall of Fame rock and rollers like Steven Tyler, driving that Hennessy. That Hennessy is a company of free Americans taking free enterprise and making the world's fastest production car.
You're getting annoying. Every minute you're just there, moving your mouth with words coming out.
But it's the truth, isn't it? Isn't it scary? That the Hennessy is the embodiment of the American dream.
Stop sitting over there.
These
Stop sitting over there.
hard-working American men and women to put that car together.
Stop sitting over there.
Came to an American
holding your phone with words coming out of your mouth and moving your hand.
Because it's making a point.
Stop sitting over there.
The Hennessy
doing that.
is the American dream. It's just free enterprise, and look what free enterprise did. Made the world's fastest production car. That's why it's numero uno, baby. Just give up now. I got other things to do.
You're annoying. You're sitting there with your phone. You're all like, "Oh, look at me with my iPhone. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna beat you with this."
And I won.
You didn't.
Yes, I did.
I can sit there with my HTC that doesn't work sometimes, and I can tell you how you're wrong.
You can take your phone, but my phone is even though it's not made in America, it's designed in America.
Ooh, you know where my phone's made?
Steve Jobs isn't he kind of?
No, he's dead. He doesn't do anything.
Oh, so you're gonna mock a dead man?
Oh my God!
Oh, nice.
I said he's dead.
So
That's all I said.
You're gonna mock a dead man.
That's all I said.
He was.
He did not make that phone because that phone came out last year.
But he made the iPhone. He made the iPod, the iPad, all those things. He's responsible for that. That's that's American freedom.
And some man in Thailand made this phone.
So there you go.
Okay, my phone is cool. When it works.
And they're so cool they only made it for 4 months because nobody wanted them.
Right, yep.
And of course you have the car that I have on your screen. It's your screensaver, my car that I'm talking about.
Well, I had the P1 and then I put the season finale of Top Gear picture when they were all there with all the cars that are made in England, and they was all just chilling. And then I had, let's see, what else did I have in my background? Then I had the Doctor Who Christmas special, and then I had Sesto Elemento, and then I had the Sochi Olympics logo, and I had the Rio Olympics logo, and now I have the Hennessy Venom. And you'll see once that gets beaten tomorrow by the Koenigsegg, you know.
But is it fast? But they're both faster than the McLaren P1.
I would still pick the McLaren over the Venom.
Well,
Just look at it. Look at how cool it is. Look at how fast that is.
Not as fast as the Venom.
You'll see. When they come out with the next McLaren, it will beat the Venom.
But that's not that one.
The next P1 they'll come out with.
Well, how about the next car? The next Venom will be...
Slower, weaker. You're wrong.
No, so you're saying that the product of these English people are going to be way better than the Americans.
I said the next one they make is going to be faster.
Still. As we are speaking today, March 1, 2014, the fastest car
Is the Hennessy
Venom.
Venom GT. Made in Texas. And that's
by hard-working American men and women.
And this one's made by British people in some lab with some fancy coats on. But they put batteries in it to make it hybrid. This one here is better for the environment. This one here saves fish life.
Not necessarily, because you actually have to deal with the batteries. The batteries are still a nightmare.
No, this one here will save a baby fish's life, and a polar bear, and a penguin. Right now, a polar bear is still living because of this car. If they hadn't made this car, and somebody hadn't bought it, then ice caps would have melted with a polar bear sitting on it. The polar bear would have fell in the ocean and drowned. Even though they can swim. It wouldn't have been able to swim forever, and then it would have caught a seal, and then it would have been...
If they would have ate the seal, then it would have been full.
But it can't eat the seal in the ocean. You can't just catch the seal and eat it. It has to bring it onto the ice, and if there's no ice, then it's going to die. And same with the penguins. They're going to fall in the ocean, and they won't be able to fly because the penguins can't fly.
They swim.
And they'll be stuck under the water also, and they won't be able to come back onto the ice, and they'll be frozen. And then there'll be no more penguins, no more polar bears because of the venom.
Then they're going to have to take the batteries out of them, and then they have to bury them into the ground, and then they'll leach out into the groundwater, and will kill millions of fishes as it pollutes the ocean.
No, we'll spray them to Mars.
Hmm?
No, we'll spray them to Mars instead.
They're going to bury. They have to bury them, or they might just leak in the road, and they'll probably just kill innocent children who will be drinking the water, and it'll actually pollute them, and and their children will have disabilities and be missing arms and legs thanks to the McLaren hybrid. So there's a child walking around that will have no arms because of the McLaren.
And then, that's...
Oh, so that's what you want? You want to have English kids with no arms? Oh, nice.
Can I finish saying what I was saying? By the time the batteries still have to be thrown away, what will happen is people will be living on Mars.
So because of this car, we have to move to Mars?
No, I'm saying...
If not, we're going to have no arms?
No, I'm saying that there's going to be a time...
And when they go swimming, you have to flop around like a seal on the beach?
No, I
Because
haven't...
they have no arms?
I haven't finished yet.
Sounds like my kind of idea. Thank you
No.
very much for that in that car.
No, listen. People will move to Mars, and they'll bring the batteries with them.
So you're saying that it's so bad for the environment they're going to take it to another planet?
Nobody's going to live on Mars.
But why would we go there?
So that way they can find out why there's clay.
So you want to go and pollute some other planet just because
Yeah.
you don't want to you want to keep your arms?
Yeah. No, actually we fire
And
them
your nickname will be Stubby?
No, we fire them at the sun.
Oh yeah, then they have solar flares and then people get skin cancer.
We want
Nice.
our solar flares because the Earth has that shield thingy.
What happens if they have something like that? It'll actually make it even worse, and then they'll go past that ozone layer.
No, because of the venom, the ozone layer is going away. So when we fire the McLaren's batteries at it...
10, doesn't really matter.
What?
There's only 10.
Yeah, there's only 200 of these.
There you go. That's 200 children with no arms. And have a club foot and a cleft lip.
What?
They're the cleft palate.
Don't know what that is.
Kind of makes it look like they got a hairline. They got have like a little do a surgery because their palate is actually separated, so part of the skull isn't together, and actually the skin is split here. They got to do surgery, how to put it back together again. So
That's not gonna happen. Cause the McLaren batteries won't go bad for a while.
but they will.
We'll just send them into space. Nobody lives in space.
Oh, so you have to spend all that money to send these batteries into space so that they won't leach into the water and deform people.
No, what you do is when people go to the International Space Station, they
Just drop them off.
No, you fly up, and then you go out like how people throw their garbage out. People can go out and throw batteries out into space.
Oh, so I'm going to pollute the universe. Sweet. Here you go. And then what happens is it falls out of the orbit, they come crashing to the Earth.
No, you use cannons so it flies up really high and starts orbiting the moon instead.
Then knock the moon out of the orbit and then make it, our tides go haywire.
A battery
and then we'll
hitting.
And then we'll have like crazy, crazy tidal waves and we'll all die. Nice. Nice.
No, we'll go to another place. What we'll do, no, actually I know what we'll do. We'll fly to another galaxy where there's another planet which is in the livable zone, like Earth.
Oh, and then the people who live on that will just
People
send fighter spaceships to come on there and kick our butt because we're throwing our garbage at them.
No, we make peace with them.
Oh, here, let's make peace. Have our garbage. Or maybe you can find a planet where people eat them. So you're thinking you give them gifts of food. No, oh, here you go. Have this battery. Mmm, yum. We eat batteries. We chop them up and fry them with butter and put hot sauce on them. Mmm, yum. Let's get a little bit of cheese.
If you just listen, you make friends with them. And then, since they obviously won't be as advanced as us, because everybody knows that, they'll still be living in, like... No, they'll also be, like, the undiscovered world, like...
They can cave, so they'll be cavemen, and they won't know what to do with the battery. They'll go, oh, I like battery, beat dinosaur with battery.
Exactly. Problem solved. Boom, I win! Thanks for watching, everybody, because I just proved my point. I was right. Boom, boom,
Because you have
boom,
said
boom,
about
boom.
taking batteries to cave people on other planets, other galaxies,
Yes.
as a cover for the fact that your car is second rate.
Boom! Boom! I was right.
You were right.
I just proved that the McLaren was better than your Venom.
Because
Stop talking. Stop talking.
Because that
No.
battery would actually probably kill them because it would be poisonous.
No.
So here these poor innocent cave people would be murdered. You would be murdering people in another galaxy on a different planet who are less than us. Very much like, some people who are intellectually disabled. You're just targeting them.
Oh my God.
So for those who are intellectually, in a way, somehow uneducated or whatever, you're looking to take and really take advantage of them. You're taking advantage of a target group. You're looking to take advantage of people that are. How can you? So that's what that is. This is all it's talking about.
But what
if it's just the image of abusing the less fortunate?
But what if they're not people?
Oh, so you'd be like going in there and so you go like into a dog pound, like kicking the dogs.
No, I'm saying
Start putting poisonous, toxic chemicals on animals. So animal testing, Procter and Gamble, all these terrible things. You're just gonna just throw battery acid in their eyes. Oh, here
we
you
get
go.
the battery acid in the companies that test them.
Oh, so 2 wrongs make a right?
Yes.
No, that's absolutely wrong.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. So you're trying to do a Geico ad? So everybody knows that? So that if a tree does fall into the forest, it does make a sound?
Yes.
Where everybody knows the world's oldest joke? Like, oh, look over there. Lookest thou over there. Madest thou look? Ha 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 ha. So you looked over there. Ha! You looked up there.
No, look over there though. Look. No, generally look at there's a picture up there for you to see.
No. Lame.
No, there actually is though.
And they got new pictures of a car.
The McLaren P1? What? Better than your car? What?
Well, all I can tell you
is
is
you're amazed. You're amazed.
It's
What?
both these cars.
You're amazed. You're amazed. What?
right,
You're
listen.
amazed. You're
Okay,
amazed.
you can stop
I'm
doing
a
that
pro,
part.
you're not.
I'm gonna just lay it out for you right now.
That you're
And
wrong?
We can end this because I want to be done.
Oh, you're wrong. Thank you.
No, is that?
Thank
They
you.
look pretty.
Good win.
No.
Good win. Congratulations.
Thank you. I won.
Thank you for telling me that I'm a pro.
No.
Congratulations.
Look at
Congratulations.
Listen,
I like to
the
say.
McLaren. Listen.
I like to say thank you to McLaren and
No.
my
McLaren
computer for
and-
showing
and
a
the Hennessy
picture,
look-
and
they look very
HTC for being my
They're
phone,
designed very similar.
the TV for being a Panasonic, and this
And-
computer
and-
thingy for being a Sony, and
The
him
only
for not
thing about
talking.
it is that he's just saying that anything that's American is terrible. That American vehicles are bad. American entertainers are bad. Anything that's American. So he's just
He's
just trying to claim a victory by spitting on the Declaration of
I
Independence. and
never
our
said that.
forefathers.
Let's put it this way.
So that's what
Let's
he's
put
looking
it
to do.
this way.
So
Other good American cars.
Corvette.
Stingray. That's the only good American car. And the Fiesta.
And a lot of the best-selling cars in America that rated high by Consumer Report are made in America.
Ford and Chevy went out of business, and Dodge is owned by Fiat and Tesla.
But they're made by people in
They have a Tesla, but the other one, Fisker, went out of business. So the only American companies that are left.
Okay, the two top, both hybrid and regular gas engine
Prius.
mid-size sedans
The Prius.
are made where?
Japan.
Indiana.
Why?
And that's where the heartland of America.
Alright, what's made in Indiana besides corn?
Subaru Legacy,
It's not a
Toyota
hybrid.
Camry.
The Legacy isn't a hybrid.
There is a hybrid Camry, which is one of the top selling.
And the Prius.
So made in America.
The Prius is made in Japan.
Well, the Prius could have made in Japan, but who cares? They want American.
So there's
made
only
cars,
one.
You can't not and all these other cars. They're making them here in America. Like the Hondas are made in Georgia.
I beat you.
No, I'm sorry.
Admit it. You have lost for the third time.
No,
It's
no.
It's,
You are no,
it's,
no,
It's
no.
okay.
No.
You can say whatever you want. This car is
no.
cool. What is it? Cool.
If it
Oh,
was cool,
If it was cool.
why would the coolest rocker buy it? Because it's not as cool. It's not as cool.
Because
as
the
Hennessy.
car had it came out when he bought the Venom.
No, it's not as cool. It's not as fast. It costs more money, and it's not American made. So I think, as far as the way I look at it, Hennessy is better than the McLaren P1. So I won. You lost. Woohoo! Go Blader of Summer. You get your win, and we can move on. So there you go.
You are annoying.
I won.
Stop talking. Stop having your saying words with your mouth moving. And stop.
I am numero
Stop.
uno.
You're not. You're annoying. Now you're just waving your finger. What are you doing? You lost.
Nope.
Admit you're weak.
Nope.
Are you weak? Are you weak?
Nope.
Are you weak?
Nope.
You weak?
Your breath isn't either.
Thanks for watching. Now, as just seen just seconds ago, the winner was the Blader Summer. Okay. And this here was his 5th win of the season.
Decisively.
What?
Decisive winner.
And as you've seen, the only reason that we had 6 episodes, same as season 1, was a tie. And now we have thought of the way to prevent the tie for season 3. Right, so now you can just hold this and I'll pack it up. Right there. Okay, good spot. As you can see, we got more things around the wall now.
I guess we're gonna have to take some of that Pokemon stuff down to keep putting up my victory posters.
No, like I said, we're going to change them. Just to keep rotating out. And there you have it. You can put that down on the desk. We are all done with these. thing here. And as you see, for the next one, as like I said, it's the 5th win. You have to get 5 wins to be the champion. And there we go. He is now also the champion. Right, so now I'm going to go hang this up at the top, and you're just going to move the camera so that way everybody can see it going up. Up one more. Here we go, right? Right here. Get a better idea. Just don't put that tack in all the way yet. And there you have it. From Season 2, the champion Blade of Summer won with the Fisker Karma in Episode 1. In Episode 3, winning with the Pagani Huayra. In Episode 4, the Ford Mustang 302 Boss. And in Episode 5, the Nissan GTR. And Episode 6, the Hennessy Venom GT. And just to give you a recap, Season 1, Aston Martin DB9, Subaru WRX STI, Corvette Z01, something like that, War C6, the Triumph TR6, and the Nissan Cube. Which somehow with the Nissan Cube beat a Ferrari.
That's right, baby.
Thanks for watching, and see you in Season 3 next week. And also remember to watch us live.